The most valuable part of the ITA membership is nurturing and building relationships with other partners and publishers. See, a lot of times when you go to conferences, it's very isolated to just a product line. But here, it's not about products. It's about how do we do things better together? How do we build better businesses? How do we be more effective?
I think it's a dead heat between the human connections, that really high quality networking that happens here, as well as the content is really second to none. I'm never short of completely impressed with the caliber of speakers. The caliber of content is just exceptional.
The most valuable part of ITA membership is the ability to connect with other members and the level of sharing that goes on between the member firms. I've been lucky enough to sit in a number of sessions where other peers of mine have opened up with very detailed information about their business that you normally wouldn't share with just anyone. And at ITA, we openly share everything, our faults and our successes. That way we're able to learn from them, and it makes it that much more valuable.
There's probably a close tie between the camaraderie, which might be the networking or the collaboration with my peers. It's closely tied to just the opportunity to learn about best practices or stay abreast of innovation within our industry.
So we have 2 meetings a year, and which is great to see everybody in person. But between those meetings, it's nice to be able to call on someone that is does the same thing that you do, and just to say, hey, I want to bounce this off of you. So that for me and my business, that's been invaluable.
So I think the most unique aspect of the ITA is the fact that people behave, whether they are competitors in market or not, they don't behave like competitors when they're here. It is truly an environment that allows for sharing and sort of this common sense of the rising tide will lift all boats, that we are willing to share why we win, why we lose, what hardships we're facing, how we can all do better together. And I think that makes this truly unique, because there are competitors sitting next to one another in these sessions, and yet they're unafraid to show vulnerability, to be human, and to really connect on a very real level.
The opportunity for business owners and business leaders to get together and share ideas that would normally be considered competitive. Being able to share information, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and not be afraid of what the potential implications might be.
Being a member of the ITA has impacted my business in a lot of different ways, but most recently one of the ways that it affected us is that we ended up becoming a reseller for yet another publisher that we probably never would have even met had it not been for ITA and the ability to meet the person who was doing the recruiting for that organization.
If you're at all interested in learning more about ITA, please feel free to hit the website italliance.com, or always reach out to me directly, Dom Pernay, on LinkedIn. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that anybody has.